But if you've liked fighting games, this is good news for you. But I will ask for a favor. If you like fighting games, if you're appreciative of the fact that I am putting in this effort and this investment into them to try to make it the optimal experience for all of us, for me to play them and you know, excel at them, and for you to enjoy the content I put out, please support the fighting game streams. All right? You know, this is a huge investment. That joystick alone was hundreds of dollars. Then I rebought Street Fighter 6. I got the year of PS Plus. That's over $100. And then moving forward, I'm going to get MK1. That's more and more and more. Okay? So, please support the fighting games, because I just dropped a lot of money. All right? I'm not saying, hey guys, come on the stream and dump a ginormous contribution. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, hey, come to the fighting game streams. Please watch. Please support. If you're someone who watches the fighting game footage on demand after the fact, please consider supporting in some way besides ad revenue. Ad revenue on YouTube is so tiny. And even if you've watched every single one of my Street Fighter 6 videos, you know, does it help? Of course it does. But with this investment I'm making in it, hopefully you'll consider maybe a tip or you know, a super thanks on a video or something like that. That would be very, very, you know, nice of you to go above and beyond. And thank you in advance to anyone who does support the fact that I just invested a ton into this. Okay? So there we go. Now, going on behind the scenes of everything. And I tried to tell you guys about it without giving you specifics. And it's hard to do, to explain that to people. But, yeah, my company is not bankrupt. My business is not bankrupt. My business is doing well. It's profitable. The problem is, all the profit gets sucked up by this insane amount of unsecured personal debt that I have. And and also, quite frankly, the condo in Connecticut. Once again, third day, okay? Third day of having this mini PC. And I keep getting more information about it, and people keep talking about it. Okay? So now here we are. Day one, when I got the mini PC, I didn't know much about it at all. All right? Day two, I have people telling me that's going to be a really good PC for emulation. That's going to be a really good PC for, how can I say, like projects, but it's not a gaming PC. It's not meant to be a thing to play video, you know, 3D modern games on or anything. It's basically one of those PCs that it's going to overheat, so you're not going to go too crazy with it if you know, but as a little, you know, standalone project thing, it's nice. Then, after talking about this on the podcast yesterday, I get a bunch of messages overnight, people saying, you've got it completely wrong. You have no idea. This actually is a gaming PC. And I'm like, huh? And they're like, yeah, so that people have now done research on the actual, this thing, because now they know the name of it and everything. And come to find out, it can play modern 3D games. Not well. Like, you could play them around mid to low settings. And yeah, you're not going to be pushing full 60 frames per second. But you can play decently, you know, certain games. Like Spider 12 literally just said it can play games like Witcher 3, but you have to play it on low settings. You see? So it can play some modern games. I don't know if I would want to play Witcher 3 on this on low settings when I could just fucking play it on my PS5. You see what I mean? Like, why would I do that? It's kind of silly. I can just play it on a console. It's going to look a lot better, right? Because I'm a piece of shit that commits internet fraud, and I think that there's no repercussions for my horrendous illegal actions. It's almost on par with Steam Deck from what people are telling me. It's like almost the equivalent of a Steam Deck. You're almost there, all right? Supposedly, this does have a fan in it, which blows me away. Don't ask me how the fan fits in that goddamn thing, but supposedly there's a fan in it. Okay? I guess we'll see again. I haven't hooked it up yet. That's what I'm doing tonight, all right? So apparently it does have some kind of a cooling solution, okay? So I guess we'll see when I hook it up tonight how it works, but here's my goal. Money, 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 money. It does fit in front of my TV because that's where I'm going to be putting it over there as I set this up. I'm not going to be using that keyboard to play games. I'm going to be using the gamepad, you know, my Xbox controller via USB. But obviously I need a mouse and keyboard to get this mini PC set up, right? Let's take a look at this mouse. The fuck is this? Oh. It's a weighted mouse. It has two weights that are loose that you can put in the mouse. That's really stupid. Let me see here. Yeah, look how dumb this mouse is. It has... Oh, Jesus! It went fucking flying. Hold on a second here. Jeez, it literally went flying. And I think I just lost one of the weights. Because I think it had four weights. And I just opened it and one of them went flying. I don't know where it went. Oh, here it is. Okay. So here, the whole idea of a weighted mouse is so silly. Like, why the fuck do you need a weighted mouse? Why do you want your mouse to have tons of weight? It's so dumb. So it has a door. You push it. It opens up. And then in there you can put 4 weights that weigh down the mouse. And have some heft, I guess. If you're really caring about this mouse being a gaming mouse, which I'm not. It looks really ugly. It's an ugly mouse. And by the way, they idiotically put that gooey shit. You know how it's like supposed to feel soft, but it's really not. It's like that rubberized shit. They got it here on the mouse. And the mouse is already like 9 years old. Now, I've never used it, thankfully. But this wears out. This wears out like crazy. I don't know why they put that on there. It's junk. It really is junky. So you can tell it's a crappy mouse. Here. How does it feel? Let me put the weights onto this thing. People, wow, Phil actually isn't the bad guy that people always purported him to be. In fact, what he's pointing out is that his worst moment is nowhere near as bad as what people make it out to be. This is so stupid. Oh! Did you see that? It jumped out. It attacked me. What the? They're 5-gram weights. And you can put 4 of them in. So I put 4 5-gram weights into my mouse. And now I have a minorly weighted mouse. Like, this matters, right? Oh, Phil actually is a really toxic person. So we're just going to keep saying, why am I toxic? Because it's a meme. Oh my god, excuse me. Woo! So, there we go. I have a keyboard and mouse to use with this mini PC. I'll actually put it over there because this is where I'm going to use it later. Run Fightcade on this mini PC and play retro fighting games. Super Turbo, Third Strike, you know, classics that I've wanted to play for years and years. Maybe people will actually play the old school versus games. X-Men versus Street Fighter, stuff like that. Marvel vs. Capcom 1, which I was one of the best in the world at one point, and I haven't played in a million years, right? So all those old school fighters, I may actually be able to play them. Now, there is a downfall to that. People who play on Fightcade are ultimate tryhards. I know this for a fact. They've literally been sitting there for the past 20 years playing these games on Fightcade. So they're masters, and I'll probably get my ass handed to me trying to play these games on Fightcade because these people have fucking been playing it nonstop. It's like, to them, every day's competition day. For what? But that's how they are. So you're like, oh, Marvel 1, I haven't played this in like 10 years. Let's have some fun. Oh, one-hit death. What the fuck? What just happened? I was trying to figure out my special moves. You know? Oh my god. What a fucking idiot.